Hello, beloved one. How wonderful that you are here with me today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I want to talk about negative energy, all right? But specifically I want to address when others are giving off negative energy and what you can do to not internalize that, to not bring that into your being, to make it a part of you, all right? So let me just start by saying that some of you are much more sensitive than others. Some of you are very gifted empaths, meaning that you don't just have the normal human levels of empathy, but yours are much higher and you are much more able to feel what others are feeling more deeply. So whatever I give to you or offer to you in these next few minutes, recognize that if you are a very sensitive person or a highly sensitive person, then you are going to need to have more tools in your toolbox, so to speak. All right? This can give you some relief, but it may not be the whole answer for you. All right? So think about negative energy or positive energy in a more detached or scientific way. Imagine that these are waves of energy, just like you experience with your cell phone, your radio, your television, your microwave. These are all waves of energy that are being dispersed, that are being shared, that are being given and received throughout the collective consciousness, all right? And as a human being right now in this world, you are very much a part of the collective consciousness. You wouldn't want to escape it or be separate from it, because then you would be adrift. It's understandable that you cannot deeply feel that you are one with all life at this point. You're getting there, you're getting deeper and deeper, you have longer glimpses of what it feels like to be one, but on the whole you are not as aware of it as you will be throughout the progression of your evolution as a soul, as a human being. So bearing that in mind, it might be easy to feel like you want to separate from all the negativity. You want to not be a part of that one. You want to be a part of the positive one. But of course, like all of life, it is a mixture of dark and light, fear and love, shadow and light. So you are just as much a part of the negative collection as you are a part, or collective, as you are a part of the positive collective. But the good news is that both are happening all the time. So the positive energy that is inherent in the collective is always there for you to draw on. Always, always, always. So if you think of this more in scientific terms, it can help to take the charge out of what might be coming your way, all right? When people are offering you negativity, when they are complaining, or they just by their very presence, they have a negative feeling. One of the best ways to utilize the mind is to recognize that this person is simply emanating a particular kind of wave, of energy wave. And you have that capability inside, you have that negative energy also. So the mind first says, am I going to rise up to meet their negativity? Am I going to allow their negativity to feed my negativity? And then is my negativity going to feed theirs in return? And are we going together, are we going to create a negative energy cycle or circle, right? So that's where the mind first comes into play. You have to question. You must pause to see the situation as it is. Try not to exaggerate it, to say, oh, this person is always negative. No, not everyone is always negative, just like no one is ever always positive. So you want to come from this place of logic to begin, to see and feel that the energy they are emanating, this negative energy, you can accept or deny the reception of that energy, all right? And the next thing that you do with your feeling self, that's the thinking self, sort of stops the clock and says, hey, wait a minute, let me just pause here a moment and feel what's really happening. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, people who are engaged in negative energy, who are drowning in it, they want one thing and one thing only. They want to be accepted for who they are in this moment, pain and all. But accepting them does not mean that you have to internalize or integrate their energy into your energy, right? So imagine that you are observing them, this energy wave that's coming off of them. You have paused, and in your feeling body, you get to ask, how can I serve this person or this group of people right now? Now remember, service is not servitude. You are not going to lie down and allow everyone to trample on you. You are not going to subjugate your own needs in favor of others' needs. There is always that place where both needs can be met simultaneously. But that's another video, the art of compromise. So what you are doing in this phase of the process is you are committing not to internalize, not to take it on, but to serve, all right? So here's where negative meets positive, right? You are feeling within yourself that you do not want to feed your own negativity. So you are not going to start complaining with them. You are not going to start down that road of negativity that sometimes it's so easy for people to stir up, almost irresistible. Oh, they're complaining about such and such. I'm going to jump on that wagon and ride it all the way. And then I'm going to blame them at the end of the ride for being so negative all the time. Stop that cycle for yourself. So you ask yourself, how can I serve? Which is an upsurge of positive energy from your being, and then you get to offer it to the person or people who you feel are being very negative in that moment. Sometimes acceptance of them is about leaving them alone, not trying to come up with any solution to fix them or save them or even change them at all. Sometimes, most of the time, almost every time, what is being asked for here is for you to hold space, for them to wrestle around with their negativity, to really hold space so that they know they are loved and cared about, but they get to see and feel their negativity as it plays out by themselves, because you're not participating. And that can be an extraordinary gift, to just let someone go on and on until they sort of run out of steam, and that's it. Let them come to their own conclusions about what they just said or did. That they will find, whenever they're alone in that negativity, that expression of negativity, they will soon come to realize that that's not how they want to be, that this does not feel good. It's almost as if you are setting up an echo chamber by holding the space, and they get to hear themselves because you're not participating. They get to hear that reverberation, that echo of negativity that goes on and on and on. And they stop and they start to feel it here and here. And then they get to decide, is this how I want to keep talking? Is this how I want to keep communicating with people? Is this how I want to live my life? And you, in essence, all you've done is stir up your own positive energy, not to talk them out of their negativity, not to say, oh, it's not that bad, oh no, you don't need to complain about that, or look on the bright side, this is happening and this is great in your life. Sometimes that is appropriate, but most of the time that is not well received, because you are denying them where they are in this moment, and that is not a gift. That is, in actuality, shadow disguised as light. You are trying to take from them something that they need in this moment. Better just to hold space, to listen if you can, and ask them the question. This is the third part. You ask them a question at the end of it all, when they run out of steam. You can just say, how does all that feel for you? Does it feel like it might be time for something else? What might that something else be? Don't you tell them, you ask them. Ask them questions. How does this feel for you? Right? So that not so much the subject of which they're offering negativity, but how does that negativity feel inside of them? So those are the 3 steps in disengaging from negativity, and what you will find if you practice all 3 each time you are faced with someone's negativity, then you will not take it on yourself, I promise you. And the next step would be, when you're in negativity, ask someone to just hold space for you, to tell them, you don't need to come up with an answer. I don't need to know how to fix it. I just need to get this out. I just need to talk about it. Don't take it on. It's not yours. Can you just hold space for me to let it out? This is how you love. This is how you share your light, even when you are in pain. Even when you or someone you know is in a very dark or negative place. That's how you bring light into that space. And when you are negative and they are negative and you cannot hold space, you can always say, look, this is not a good time for me. I'm in a terrible place too. And I think that if we both engage in this negativity together, it is not going to benefit either of us. Maybe we need to seek other friends who can hold space for this, because we are not able to do it for one another right now. Take care of yourself as sensitive individuals. And if you do not consciously understand how you engage with positive and negative energy, they will continue to bombard you or to feel random, and that can lead to feeling like a victim. Don't be one, because you're not. Use all the tools that you have, mind, body, and spirit. And you will be able to see the problems in your world and feel the solution rise up from within you. That is how you expand. That is how you love. Namaste. Hi, it's Danielle, creator and founder of Beloved Publications, your home of Mother Mary's teachings as they're channeled through me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. If you're interested in more of Mother's teachings, please visit our website, www.belovedpublications.com. And there you'll find lots of great ways of connecting with Mother. And if you want to join our community, you get an awesome free mini course on preparing for and connecting with your spirit guides. You will love it. So I hope to see you there soon. Thanks so much.